Yeah.
All right, we're live, so you guys can all scream and yell if you want. What's the rest? Well, if that video doesn't excite you, you check your pulse, okay? Because I got to tell you, you know, when they say they came out of retirement, they came out of retirement, okay, to help us. They didn't have to come out of retirement. You know, Darren and Carrie could have sat home and had that beautiful home in Park City and enjoyed a very, very comfortable life for the rest of their lives. But guess what? Something was tugging at them. You know, something was tugging at them real hard to know that their last company that blessed millions and millions of people are going to do the same thing with this company called Vasayo. And that's what got us excited, because for me and my wife, from 2013 to present, it's been kind of boring. Not our marriage, don't get me wrong, okay? Life is not boring with 4 sons, but the bottom line is I was looking and looking and looking for something else to do. You know, you have people call you, they got this, they got that. Brick and mortar companies, I do not want to go out and buy a business, okay? I don't know about you today, but I was watching the news while I was at the gym, and they're talking about interest rates jumping up 2 more times this year and 3 more times in 2018. I hope everybody in this room's got a secondary source of income, because jobs are going to get cut, interest rates are going to go up, things are going to happen, and you want to have that backup plan. And to me, this is more than a backup plan, okay? This is a blessing that came into everybody's life. And here's the neat thing. Look in this room right here. There's, I don't know, 50 people, 60 people. We have room for 70 chairs. You guys right now are about the only ones that care about this in Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. So what's going to happen 2 months, 3 months, 6 months from now, when we can't even fit in these type of rooms, that we're in rooms with 1,000 people, because they're finally going to understand that there's something better out there? Because I don't know about you, I was a boss. I owned my own dealership. And guess what? A lot of my employees liked me, but a lot of employees didn't like me because they didn't get paid the same way I got paid. Okay? And I know people in here have bosses, and guess what? They're making all the money. You're trading off hours for dollars and making them rich. And this is an opportunity that we're not guaranteeing you riches, but I'll guarantee you this. If you put the work in like we do, like I see a lot of people here all the time at the same meetings, these guys will be successful and build themselves a nice residual income. So we're going to go through some quick slides. We got to cut one light. I think pull that one down and put that one on. Yeah, give us, there we go. Can you all see that? That's good enough? We're going to go through some slides. We're going to talk about the company real quick. That video gave you a pretty good background of the company, but we're going to touch on just a few things. And then, of course, we're going to have Rob come up here and just, you know, really make everybody understand the passion that we've had in our last venture with Dallin. And, of course, this venture, the passion is off the charts, okay? So the delivering solutions, what is the acronym for Vasayo? Well, the Latin word for Vasayo is to be a leader, to serve, okay? And that's all we do in this business. We lead people and we serve them. And it's really the opposite way around. We serve and then we try to help lead. Because this is a business of sharing and helping people. That's all it is. Vasayo's acronym is Vision, Action, Steadiness Assures Your Outcome. That's the bottom line. I mean, we are here to help everybody lock arms and build a business. Doesn't matter whose downline you're in, whose upline you're in, we're all here to lock and build a massive team called Vasayo, Heather. So it's a 5-pillar legacy. Anybody in here know their CEO, the CEO's background before they signed the dotted line or committed to that job? See, most people go into that job and say, you know what, I got a job at Macy's today, but they don't check out the CEO, they don't check out the management, they don't check out anything. What they know is Macy's is a big name and they're going to get a paycheck every single week. The problem is Macy's and Sears and all these big brick and mortars are shutting their doors every day, so now you don't know if you're going to have a paycheck every week. You don't know if you're going to get laid off. See, the number one thing you want to check out is the leadership of the company. We have a guy and a husband and wife named Dallin and Carrie Larson, okay? There's been $11 billion direct sales companies, and Dallin has directed 2 out of those 11 to $1 billion. Back in 1991, Usana, okay, still around today, 30-year-old company, publicly traded, does tremendous numbers. He guided that company to $1 billion in sales, and in 2005, formed a company called Monavie, which most people know of because it was an incredible company. And to me, that was an amazing company that I will never, ever forget because the product was superior. But in 2005, he started that company on faith that he was going to do the same thing he did with Usana and took that to $1 billion company in less than 3.5 years. Not Walmart, not Apple, not Yahoo, not Google. Groupon, probably the closest one, did it like a little over 4 years and 7 months. Can you imagine taking a company to $1 billion in 3 years and 4 months? See, that's the guy I want to lock arms with. That's the guy I want to partner with. I don't want to partner with the guy that opens up Joe's Hamburgers and in 90 days that's out of business, and he's in his next venture and that one's out of business, and he's in his third venture and that one's out of business. That's not the guy that I want to lock arms with. See, I want to lock arms with somebody who's done it twice, and his third time is going to be the charm. That's going to be a legacy company that we can all live the next 20, 30, 40 years and hand it over to my kids, and they can hand it to their kids. That's what excites me about this company. We have a disruptive science. You got to have something disruptive today to be successful. Would everybody agree that this is disruptive? How many people would leave their house today if it's on the kitchen counter and not turn around to go get it? Yeah, not one person. Your house could be on fire, but you're running to get this. Okay, and that's the truth, is that our lives are run by this. See, I always remember Steve Jobs. Everybody laughed at him that said there would be a computer in every household. Everybody said, "You're nuts, Steve." Yeah. Well, guess what? Not in every household now. It's in every hand. We live and breathe this. Okay. Forget the phone. I mean, we run our lives off this thing. So that's a disruptive product. We have a disruptive product. Liposome technology. It's the delivery. We can all go get curcumin and turmeric and all these fancy shiitake mushrooms. We can all go get that. But go ahead and put that in your body and see how much it absorbs. That's why it got me excited. We have a disruptive product that's going to change the world. Of course, we have the right timing. We'll go into that. The rewards. Rob's going to talk about that. And of course, the worthwhile cause you saw. I mean, 2,000 kids a day dying in Africa because they can't drink clean water. I mean, how sad is that? 2,000 kids a day. We've already raised $50,000 on our grand opening. That's 2 wells to drill to get kids clean water they can drink. That's amazing cause. And that's Dallin's heart, okay? So, good. Here you go, world-class leadership. The only thing I'm going to tell you that's incredible, and you have to really understand the accolade this is. Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year. You got tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands in this country, CEOs and entrepreneurs. One guy gets that award. That's the most prestigious award you can get. If you're an NFL player, what do you want to win? The Super Bowl. NBA, we just saw it, Golden State. People will pay $25,000 to sit courtside to watch a team win an NBA title. But yet, here we have an opportunity for people to make incredible money with incredible leadership. That this guy spoke at the MIT commencement speech in MIT University. Now, I'm from Boston, so MIT's a pretty sharp place. Guess what? They ain't calling me up. There ain't a chance they're calling me up. They might call me up to, maybe clean up afterwards or something, but they're not calling me to speak. So I can tell you that. This guy's got it all together, and that's why we're, guys like Rob and I can name 50 people in this room that'll lock their arms with him because you're with a proven leader. We talked about the science, disruptive. I'm going to buzz through these fast because that video covered most of it, okay? And that's the nice thing about this business. You can pop that 10-minute video anywhere you're at, from your phone app to your TV to your tablet, and show people about this business just to get them excited enough that we can lock arms with them and build a business. So we got a disruptive product with liposome technology, so it's all in the delivery, guys. Don't get caught up in what's in the product. We all know that what's in the product is great. It's the delivery process that's going to change everybody's health. Okay? Standard supplements, okay? We talk about changes and we talk about this phone. Remember 25 years ago, you walk around that block, remember Wall Street, the movie? You were cool with that. You could put it on your table at dinner and everybody knew you had a phone because it was like this big, Well, guess what? Technology's gotten better. How about cars? Have cars gotten better? Yeah, it's incredible. Think about movies. Blockbuster's not around anymore. It's Netflix. Everything's gotten better. Why haven't supplements? Why? Because they're repackaging and relabeling the same stuff for the last 50 years because marketing is a genius. When you walk into a Vitamin World or a GNC or a Walmart, and you look at that shelf and you got a kid that's making $10 an hour that comes over and is trying to convince you to buy this, this, and this, he doesn't know what's on the shelf. It's who has the best space in the store sells the best product, okay? It's the same stuff, nothing's changed. You're gonna get 15% absorption. We met with people not too long ago that she talked about the new thing is IV. Her husband's a trainer. The new big thing to do is get you nutrition through IV. Now, I don't like needles, I can tell you that right now. I mean, my son just got some staples in his head because he was in a little accident. I had to walk out of the room because I was gonna faint. My wife's sitting there, no problem. But the bottom line is, you can go get IVs now to get nutrients in your body. You're still gonna get 50, maybe 60% absorption. How easy is it to do a couple squirts under your tongue and get 90% absorption with no needles and feel it fast? That's what we're talking about. So again, standard supplement, you might get 20% absorption. Here we're going to get up to 90, 95%, in some cases 98% absorption into the cell. I mean, that's what you want, into the cell. So again, the liposome advantage, I'm not even going to go into liposomes. I'm far from a doctor, but I can tell you this. We've got people in here that will raise their hand in 2 seconds when I start to go through these products. When these nutrients are absorbed into your cell and you feel it, you feel great all day, and the pains are going away and you sleep and all that's great. But I'll tell you what, I didn't not know what a liposome is, and trying to explain it as a fat bubble and it goes through your body and attaches to the cell and absorbs and has a big party. That's all I know. Okay? And when your body feels good, you feel good. That's the bottom line. I mean, that's truthfully the bottom line. So we're not going to complicate it and not be a doctor. We're just going to know that when you put good things in your body and your body absorbs them, they like it. Your body loves it. So I can eat a slice of pizza, which I haven't done that in a while. But if I eat a slice of pizza and I know I take some of these products, maybe it offsets a little bit, helps me out. You know? We have the Core Essential, the multivitamin. You know, it covers all the spectrums that your body needs to, you know, absorb everything that your body really needs. Fills in the nutrition gaps. I pop one of these in the morning, wake up, I'm done for the day. I've got everything. And my wife has bugged me for years to buy supplements, you know, vitamins and all that stuff. But you know what? You go into the store and there's 80 of them on the shelf and you don't know what you're looking at. And by the time you take them home and put them in your mouth, you swallow them, and you go to the bathroom and your toilet water is pink, blue, purple. It's very expensive because it's all going out that way. This is not that way. I mean, this product is amazing. So, of course, I take the Core Essential every day to fill in every gap that I need, and it makes you feel great. Neuro. This one feeds your brain. I mean, my gosh, Alzheimer's, ADD, dementia, Down syndrome. Why? It's because of what we've been eating for the last 50 years. If you go back prior to that, there was nutrients in our soil and minerals that you could eat in the backyard, that you could pick off the vine, and it had good nutrition in it. We don't have it anymore. Everything's depleted. So what's happened to our brain as we get older? You know, you get fogginess, you get holes in your brain, you start to not remember things, start not think right. For me, my grandfather died of Alzheimer's. It was a huge thing as a kid to walk in after a Little League game and say, you know, hey, Pops, did you see me hit the home run? And he wouldn't even know who you are. I mean, that's like trauma when you're a young kid. You don't know, who is that? You know, that's what he's saying to me. So I witnessed it firsthand. So for me, neuro is huge because I'm 52 now. And, you know, I start to forget a few things, but the bottom line is I don't want to be in the same position as my grandfather, because maybe it is in my family, maybe it's not, but I don't want that to happen. How about athletes? Look at what's happened to NFL players. We know what's going on there. Okay, they're doing studies now using these products that's, you know, help the brain heal itself faster because you're getting all these nutrients right to the brain. And again, you know, anybody here using neuro that's feeling anything, mood swings, difference? I mean, yeah, you can raise your hand. I mean, it's incredible. Fogginess. I mean, Rob can find his truck now when he gets out of the gym. That's amazing. You know, it is amazing. You know? So, but Neuro's an incredible product. Go ahead. Energy, pure energy. You know, we stopped at 7-Eleven today on our way down to look at a bunch of classic cars again, because every time he comes in town, we got to look at classic cars. But the bottom line is, you go to the end cap right there, and what's there? 5-hour energy, 4-hour energy, Monster, Red Bull, nitrous, whatever they call these things now. Every one of them toxic. Every one of them kills you. There's a coffee stand on every corner. Why? Why is there Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts every 5 feet you go? Because we are energy deprived, because we don't have anything in our food to give us pure energy. Here we have a product you squirt under your tongue, no jitters, no shakes, no nothing. You feel great, no spikes, no drops. You feel great all day. This morning we went to the gym before we headed on out. I took my squirts of energy. I got on that elliptical for 45 minutes. And baby, I'm telling you, I could have went for 2 hours, because you just feel good. And when you get off, your body's not aching and it's not dragging out the gym. You feel really good. Again, an incredible product. How many people are using the energy? Everybody. The millennials, I mean, this is the gold ticket for the millennials. Because you guys, in that age group, you drink Red Bulls like you're going out of style. You drink Monsters like you're going out of style. Kids are dying. Hearts are blowing up from that stuff. I mean, this is the product. Carry a bottle of that around and squirt it in the gym. Everybody's going to look at you like, what are you taking, steroids, you know? No, this is good energy, you know? It starts to spread the word, and they love the taste of it too. So, great product. Sleep. Anybody have sleep problems? Anybody don't have sleep problems anymore? Yeah. This stuff is off the charts. I mean, if you want great dreams, and I don't know, I mean, I've taken it a couple times. I'm a pretty good sleeper, but when I'm wound up at night, or I've watched the ball game till midnight, and I just said I can't go to sleep, take a couple squirts, and it's incredible. It just slows me down, and I get into that REM sleep, and I wake up in the morning refreshed. You know, it's like when I get sick sometimes, you know how people take like NyQuil because they want to get knocked out, or you take that and then in the morning you wake up like a Mack truck just hit you because that stuff is so bad for you, but you want to go to sleep somehow, some way. This product is amazing when you wake up. You feel refreshed, ready to go, no issues. So again, 6 out of every 10 people are sleep deprived. And if your body doesn't shut down, it can't heal. You know, and we've got some trainers, we've got people in here that know that. But the bottom line is if your mind doesn't shut down at night, it cannot repair itself. And that's the most important thing you got to do is get some sleep. So this is good. So you don't have to give your kids Benadryl anymore. You can just squirt a little sleep in their mouth. You know? Yes, we were guilty of that. My wife would say, they're all going crazy. Give us the Benadryl. Anyway, Renew. My favorite by far, because you talk, yeah, I mean, everybody's going to, if you got an ache or pain, back problem, joint problem, knee problem, anything, for me it was my knees. 2 surgeries. I was a catcher for 17 years. Going up and down hurts. I mean, you know, at 52 it hurts. It didn't back then. My knee pain is gone. I mean, when I go to the gym now, when I get out of bed in the morning, I can get out of bed with no cracking, no stumbling. It just feels good. And I'm sure everybody could stand up in here and give an unbelievable testimony, whether it's from, you know, I mean, I know we're live, sorry, Dallin, you know, rheumatoid arthritis, and it goes on, but we've heard the most incredible testimonies, and we get them all the time on the Hope Broker site and on, you know, Facebook site. Everybody's talking about different things that happen to people, and it makes you just feel that you are so blessed to have this product and share it with somebody. And that's all we're doing, again, is we're sharing it, you know. Don't try to sell it to anybody. Don't shove it down anybody's throat. If you share it, it works. It really does work. So again, the Renew, incredible. Talk about incredible product. For me, that's the product that has changed my life. So we're going to get into the timing real quick, and then we're going to show you a quick video on 8 ways to make money, and then Rob's going to come up here and show you how to really make money fast. So the timing. Why is the timing critical? We had our grand opening 2 weeks ago, guys. 2 weeks ago. We've been in soft launch since January 3rd. We started shipping products January 16th. Do you ever want to be somewhere at the right time, right place? You know, everybody says, oh, you know, the boat's left the dock, or, you know, I missed that train, or whatever that deal is. Well, guess what? I get into Montague 2 years after it started. Made a 7-figure income. That's not too bad, you know, 2 years after it started. I'm here from day one, January 3rd, in a soft launch, and we got product on the 16th that got shipped out, and we had a grand opening 2 weeks ago. Oh, by the way, almost 7,000 people showed up at the grand opening. It's never been done in direct sales history. Yeah, a big grand opening is 500, 600, maybe 700 people. Not almost 7,000 people. Why? World-class leadership. Why? A disruptive product. See, you got 2 things that are making a perfect storm. Okay? So if I'm sitting here and I'm Bill Gates, and believe me, I wish I was Bill Gates, but I'm not, and I'm telling everybody in this room 30 years ago, guess what's coming up? This thing called the internet, the super highway. Alan, we're going to sell cars on the internet. Yeah, okay, Bill. You know, that's what people are saying. We're going to buy clothes on the internet. We're going to do our airline tickets. We're going to shop. Stores are going to close and malls are going to close. Half of you walked out saying, I ain't giving this yo-yo any money to invest. And the other half said, I think you're onto something, Bill. Well, guess what? We're onto something. It's called Vasayo. And if you run with it now and you lock arms with every one of us in this room, and we blow out these rooms, we blow out people's houses on weeknights, and when corporate comes in, we do the big events, guess what's going to happen? A year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you're going to say, man, I'm glad I was in that room in Boynton Beach, Florida, because Vasayo is going to be a big name. We are setting industry records right now. I mean, you guys don't know the numbers, but they're astronomical, okay? And it's crazy what's going on. So I'm just telling you, the timing is impeccable. You're in the right place at the right time. I can't guarantee you fortunes, because guess what? You have to get up and want to do it. See, there's people tonight that came to me and said, oh, this guy didn't show up and this guy didn't show up. It's okay. It's fine, because guess what? It wasn't their right time yet. They might come in 6 months from now, and then they're going to say, oh, Gil, man, I wish I listened to you 6 months ago, but, you know, America's Got Talent was on, and I was going to miss that. And that's important to me. Really? It's called DVR or DVD or whatever it's called. Tape it. Who cares? Who cares? And I know people work. Some people get up at 6 o'clock this morning, went to work all day and worked a hard day and got off at 6 and ran here. I know that's hard. But man, if you just do it for the next 12 to 18 to 24 months, you'll look back and you're going to say to yourself, bye-bye. I own my own company, my own business. This is like a franchise that you're buying for pennies on the dollar. I mean, I don't know about you, but I can't go buy a car dealership for $50 and make $1 million a year. I can't make 50 grand a year now. Car dealerships get so hard to sell cars and make $200 minis. So that's what I'm trying to tell you is just stay with this, stay the course. Mom and dad might tell you you're crazy. Your brother might tell you you're crazy. It's okay. It's a good crazy. It's a fun crazy. Because this is what we do. You know, you don't got to be a rocket scientist. You don't got to be a great speaker. You just got to have to love people, love on people, be a servant leader, and share the product. And that's all you got to do to build this business. It'll happen. We're going into the video next. So this is okay. 8 ways to earn. Rob's going to touch on this, but we got a quick video that just came out. We're going to run this, and then I'm going to bring Rob up.
You might be wondering, what can I earn with Vasayo? With Vasayo Rewards, you have the opportunity to earn generous income and exciting travel. So whether you decide to pursue your business full-time or part-time, your Vasayo lifestyle can be a life-changing one. Let's begin with a quick overview. As a Vasayo brand partner, you have 8 ways to earn: customer sales bonus, product introduction bonus, team commission matching bonus, global leadership bonus, rank advancement bonus, lifestyle trips, and multiple business centers. Let's start with customer sales bonus. You can earn just by sharing your favorite products with people you know. You'll earn 20% of their commission volume on every order. Every time your customers make a purchase from your personal replicated website, you're on your way to more income. When you share the Vasayo opportunity with others, your rewards begin to multiply. For starters, you can earn a 20% product introduction bonus when your newly sponsored brand partners place their first commissionable order. The more brand partners you sponsor, the more you'll earn. And even better, their first order volume will roll up and apply toward your other payouts and rank advancements. As you build a vibrant Vasayo team, you can earn generous team commissions every week. You'll earn $28 per cycle with the opportunity to earn up to $28,000 a week. A cycle is achieved when you have 240 CV on one leg and 480 CV on the other. What's more, as long as you're active, any unused CV carries forward to help you qualify to earn even more in the future. Your team-based earnings don't stop there. With our team commission matching bonus, you'll also receive a percentage of your team's earnings, up to 30% on your first generation, 10% on your second, and 5% for generations 3 through 7. And we are taking this reward a step further. At Vasayo, we are redefining the way the industry looks at generations. We've implemented something we call dynamic compression, which empowers you to earn even more from your organization than the traditional approach. It's one more way we're showing our appreciation for your excellence in leadership. Once you've achieved the paid ads rank of gold or above, you can become eligible to receive the global leadership bonus. You'll participate in earning 3% of the company's global CV paid out every week. Your earnings are based on the total global CV pool and your individual points. The higher your rank, the more you can earn. You'll also earn additional points for sponsoring active customers and for personally sponsored leaders in your organization. High rank achievement is a significant accomplishment, and we reward it handsomely with our rank advancement bonus. You'll start by earning up to a $100,000 bonus when you achieve and maintain Black Diamond status. Picture yourself earning up to $200,000 for Royal Black Diamond, up to $400,000 for Imperial Black Diamond, all the way up to $1 million bonus for achieving and retaining Triple Crown Blue Diamond. And if you happen to advance multiple ranks at once, you can get paid multiple bonuses at once. Beyond the income, we believe you deserve the rewards of Vasayo lifestyle trips. You'll enjoy luxury accommodations, exhilarating adventures, and top-notch education. So come away with Vasayo, where leadership is your ticket to exciting getaways. First, you'll enjoy the Blue Sapphire Celebration, a 3-day, 2-night trip to a coveted U.S. destination. Next, you can qualify for the Diamond Destination, where you'll escape to Hawaii and other exotic destinations for 5 days and 4 nights. The Black Diamond Discovery is our highest level group retreat, where you'll create 7 days and 6 nights of unforgettable memories. And as you reach the pinnacle of leadership, you'll jet off with Vasayo founders and execs for a personalized 10-day, 9-night Crown Blue Diamond exclusive. If you're among the dedicated who maintain the rank of Black Diamond or above, you have the invaluable opportunity to create multiple business centers. This makes it possible for you to build additional organizations, continue earning, and change lives through Vasayo. From product commissions to leadership bonuses and luxurious getaways, your Vasayo rewards can be virtually limitless.
That video was just produced to give you guys a understanding that there is 8 ways to get paid. Rob's going to show you 3 ways to get paid. That's going to make you a fortune, believe me. When you talk about a binary system that pays out $28,000 a week, I don't know many jobs that give you an opportunity to make $28,000 a week. So that's just 1 way out of 8. So guys, give Rob a big hand. He's a diamond.
What's going on, everybody? You can kill that one, brother. We're done with the show. All right. Rob Alwin from Southern California by way of Arkansas. Some of you are new friends, some of you are old friends. It's great to be with all of you. I want to share with you how I got involved in this industry and just give you some hope for your future. It was 1987. I had just gotten married. We were living on Highway 167 in a little town called Cave City, Arkansas. My mom and dad and sister and everybody lived there, and there was no work for me when I got out of the service. So I found myself driving 63 miles each way to work in a jack factory for $1 more than minimum wage. And my wife was working for Banquet pulling guts out of chickens. Not too glamorous, you with me? Barely made it out of high school. School wasn't my thing. I always appreciate people that are smarter than me. I like to have them as my friends, but I'm not that guy. Anyway, I grew up with good work ethic. Started working really at age of 11, throwing a paper out, and I like to work. How about you? I'm not afraid of it. I'm not trying to get out of it. I just want to be paid well for my work, for my investment of my time. How many of y'all realize that you're going to invest 1/3 of your day working? So wouldn't it be great to take that 1/3 of your life and make it really count? If there was a way for you to create residual income instead of trading hours for dollars, you know, when you work hourly, or even salary for that matter, you trade a portion of your life for pay. What happens if you can't trade that portion of your life anymore? What happens to your pay? It stops. It's very vulnerable. And so in 1987, I was working 2.5 jobs. I had my wife farmed out to the highest bidders. It would give me the most for the girls, sold in the back. You know, kids went to daycare, and off we just worked. I did that for 13 years. I worked full-time from age 14 to 27, and I found myself after 13 years of 2.5 jobs, I found myself busy and broke. How many of y'all know somebody who's quite busy all the time? Yeah. How many of y'all know somebody that is broke all the time? And how many of y'all know somebody who's been working real hard for long periods of time, and even though they work their brains out, they find themselves broke. That's where I was at. I wasn't proud of it. I'd tried a home-based business 3 times, and I failed. I was 0 for 3. 1987, as soon as we got to California, my cousin's friend, one of his best friends, was a firefighter. I look up to firefighters. How about you? And he was doing a home-based business, man. I said, I'm in. Next thing you know, I got a brown cardboard box and some stuff. And in between my work, I tried to sell it. For the most part, I was terrible at it. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a mentor. That didn't work out so well. But instead of me saying, hey, maybe there's some challenges going on with me, I was like, yeah, that company's not that good. So I went to a second company and got another brown cardboard box. Are y'all with me? But I brought me to that party. And so it didn't work out very well. And then I did it again. I just wouldn't quit. Thank God. Here's the reality. Some of you's done some stuff, yes? Thank God you're still standing. Just like me, 7.5 years of doing it terrible, making little to no money, hardly getting any sleep, always busy, always broke. I just wouldn't quit. And then one day I get a phone call from our family chiropractor, and he says, got an opportunity for you. I need you to come by my office. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe someone as smart as a chiropractor would, like, I made the cut. You know, I was like, oh no. I mean, he knows my back, but once he gets to know me, he's going to be like, this is not for you. So I stacked the deck. My wife had worked real hard. She'd got an education. She was a paralegal. I grabbed my cousin. He just graduated, and he was an English teacher. And I went, this is how I'm rolling in. And I had that paralegal, I had that school teacher, and I said, he'll take me because of them. And so went into his office to look at an opportunity. Here's the funny thing. He was doing it different than I was doing it. I had spent 7.5 years trying to present my products. And don't you know, it was like get in line, buddy. Everybody's trying to get into my wallet or my purse was how I felt received. Like, really, you want me to buy a can of wax? And then they just quit taking your calls because they think that every time you're reaching out to them, it's to pimp some product on them. We are diamonds in this business, and what I want to share with you is some of the little changes that we made over the years to make this industry work for us, because I see some of the sweetest, greatest, most intelligent people in the world who bring so much more to the table than Rob Alwin, but I see him doing it the old way. All excited about your stuff. Yeah, we got great stuff. Go ahead and talk about this to everybody and watch how fast you lose all your friends. You said, wait, I don't understand. I thought you were here to talk about this. I am, but it's not the way you think. So tune in with me. Are you with me? So all of a sudden, it's 1994, 7.5 years, 3 companies, didn't go well, didn't make no money, trying to sell my stuff. And then that day I was in his office, I got asked a question that I'd never been asked before, Alan. I got asked what my dream was, Lisa. Everything changed. Man, I was 27, nobody ever asked me what my dream was. 27 years old, loving parents, beautiful friends, great life. How come no one ever asked me? You know, recently I had a lady that was probably, I didn't want to ask her age, but probably pushing 80. And she goes, you know how you talked about no one asking you your dream? And you were 27? She goes, this is the first time someone's asked me what my dream is. So tonight, I ask you, what's your dream? That day, I got excited because someone asked me what my dream was. It didn't even matter what the product was. He simply asked me what my dream was, and he leaned over and he said, and I'm going to help you get it. I was the only person shaking my hand saying, what's your dream, and I'm going to help you go get it. I was in. I knew nothing about their company. I knew nothing about any of that. Thank God all of our stuff's really great. But what has helped us to go diamond fast is because I knew what I needed to do. I needed to reach out to everyone I knew and ask them what they wanted out of life, and that I found a financial vehicle that had leadership, that had quality products, that had phenomenal timing. For once, I never even been in the beginning of a bad company, much less this one. I never had timing on my side. I was always 5, 8, 10, 20, 50 years too late in my 30 years of being in this industry. But listen, man, I blurted out. He kind of pressed me. He says, so what do you really want? I was like, I want 4 good tires. I'd never had 4 new tires at the same time in my life. Before it was over with, he said, before you go to bed tonight, I want you to write down 100 things that you want out of life so I know my role. Let me say that again because I'm here to teach. When you're connecting with people, your role as the sponsor, your number one goal is to find out, Jason, what they want. You say, I'm going to connect you to some people that can help you, because we're obviously not always the one who can help them to get everything. Not everybody's a Greg and Sylvia Adelman. Man, are y'all blessed with them. Intelligent, beautiful, big-hearted servant leaders, business people. They don't toot their own horn. In Dallon's former company, they had over 100,000 people on their team. You're with people that know how to find out what people's dreams are and serve them and encourage them and build them and help them. But anyway, let me go back. So my chiropractor's like, now I know what you want. I made a copy. He says, make me a copy. I remember going to the copy machine at work going, oh, if I don't get busted, I'll make a copy of my dreams. And I gave him a copy, and he goes, now I know. Now I know, George. And then I said, yeah, but I don't know. I go, I failed 3 times. I didn't tell you that. I just kind of want to disclose what you're working with. And he goes, what? You know, I got all sweaty and hot. And he goes, why do you think that was? I said, I don't know. If I knew, I probably would have already fixed it by now. I don't know. I go, people don't want to be in business with me. I just felt like, you know, this guy's all thinking all this good stuff about me, and I'm going to help you make your dreams come true. And I just felt like I needed to let him know, hey, I'm jacked up. I don't know if it's going to go like you think it's going to go. And so he just says, well, what have you been doing? And he goes, could you make me like a little presentation of what you've been doing? And I immediately went into, let me tell you about this one. And he was like, oh, stop, time out. And he goes, yeah, that's not going to work. He goes, nobody wants to be sold anything, especially by you. They know you're no expert in that car wax you used to pitch. And I'm like, well, then how do you do it? And he goes, what did we do? And I just got all, and he goes, I found out what you wanted in life, and I told you that I'd help you. I need for you to go do that. And I go, but I don't know how to help people. And he goes, all you're going to do is connect them to me. I go, how do I do that? And he says, you're going to say, humbly, I got involved with a man who's helping people to have their dreams come true, and he's willing to help both of us. Beth, I'd love to introduce you to this friend of mine. He's now my mentor. And then don't you know, here's what's crazy. The second I started taking everybody and connecting them to Dr. T, everything, they all believed he could do good things with them, but I could not. I could not. So I started to connect them to this system, to my upline, to the third party. Don't you know, 1 year later, we replaced my wife's income as a paralegal, and we did that in a company that was like 40 years old. We didn't have great timing, but we did have great leadership. So all I did was connect. And then guess what they would do? Boy, we got some great products. And then they're like, oh, I'd like to try. Like, before I couldn't get nobody in a headlock to buy or doing nothing with me. And now because the mentor's going, oh, this is some great stuff. Oh, well, I'd like to try some great stuff. Everything changed. My wife got her freedom. She raised 5 kids and is raising. 3 are still at home. One's almost an adult. But imagine 22 years of freedom. Yeah. 22 years of freedom. You realize that retirement has nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with money. It's just usually you're really old before you have enough of it to call it quits. And the opposite is you never have enough and you just work till you die. I'm not okay with that. I'm really not. I'm not okay with it for me. I'm not okay with it for you. That's why I love being involved in a business like this, where some of you in this room in the next 6 months, you'll replace your income and you'll have freedom. And some of you will be on the slower program, maybe like me, and maybe it takes you a few more years. But you're going to be all bent out of shape. Well, some people got free in like a year or two. It took me like 5. Yeah, well, you were never getting free before. So anyway, so we did that. We had a great time. We made good money. And then one day I met this gentleman. We were in a company that was network marketing for realtors. The real estate market had crashed. And we got our rear end handed to us. And a neighbor of mine was real persistent on me meeting this guy, Dallin Larson, and checking out this punch company or something. And I kept blowing him off. Here's another tip. Don't give up on people. I blew him off 3 times. Do you know what he literally did? He pulled up in my driveway, stalked me, waited for me to back out my driveway. And he's like, I've been trying to get in touch with you. And I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, if I wanted to be touched by you, I would have called you back. I don't want to be touched by you. And he goes, 5 minutes. I just need 5 minutes. And he played this jungle video thing. Remember that one? We did a toast. We had some acai berry juice. Cheers. And I went from, I'm so mad you cornered me, to, oh, I'm in. And you want to know what's crazy? Dallin Larson gave me and my team the best mentorship that we had ever received in our life. And there was myself and 4 people that really wanted to do well with Dallin's other company. I'll tell you, because it will inspire you. Who are these incredible people that helped you go Black Diamond in his company? Well, one was a pizza delivery boy that smiled a lot, and I liked him, and I invited him on my team, and he went diamond. One was a 19-year-old babysitter, never been in a network a day in her life. I was presenting the opportunity to my buddy. My buddy was like, no way, Jose. And she said yes. She eavesdropped on the whole deal. She became a blue diamond in Dallin's former company. And I had one cousin that I had dragged in everything I'd ever done. And he liked me because I was his mentor. He never made a $100 bill for a month in anything we ever did. And we got involved. God bless you. We got involved together with Dallin. And he went blue diamond. And then there was a girl that was working with my broke butt at the time. And she was a single Hispanic mom. And she went blue diamond. From those 4 people, myself, a pizza delivery boy, a single Hispanic mom, 1 ragtag cousin, and a pizza delivery boy, the 5 of us went out and built a team of 50,000 people. 1 on the left, 1 on the right, 1 on the left, 1 on the right. But the difference was this time, they did have a mentor, because I knew you find out what they want. Don't make this a cold presentation about what you've got. Make this about what they want, and they'll get anything you got if there's a bridge for them to live their dream. Folks, you want to go gold and get on the free cruise. You want to go ruby and emerald and diamond and beyond. Just get good at finding out what people want out of their life and connecting them to people that have got heart, integrity, and skills. Vasayo is filled with people that have got heart, integrity, and skills. There's videos that you can be using. There's 7 days a week live support calls. You get with your upline and you find out about the calls. You find out about the Facebook events. You find out about the team sites. Everything has been poured into a system for your success. Vasayo's got the right leadership. Vasayo's got the right products. Hey, as much as I joke around about don't talk about them too much, let me just circle back and just tell you why I'm so fired up about this. Because we don't have to go out and create the need for energy. Hey, everybody's buying some kind of something for $2, $3, $5 a day and shoving it in their mouth. We do it better. We're $2 a day and it's organic. What would you rather have? Some low-grade caffeine, sugar, or combo of sugar and caffeine, and a bunch of artificial stuff to give you a fake-out session, or some nutrients that one squirt in your mouth makes you feel solid. What would you rather have? Organic, clean, and works, and you get paid to promote it, or jacked up and tears you up, costs more, and doesn't do anything for anybody but makes somebody else rich? Having a product like this, where you got samples like this, that's strong, guys. And everybody wants it, so you simply share those with everybody. The other thing is this, the micro caps, the micro life, the vitamin and mineral product. Can we just be honest over here in Florida? We can't? Oh, we can. Okay. So how many of you just agree you eat jacked up? And how many of you realize that this is the only thing you have to work with for your life? This is it. They might carve out some organs and stuff, but there's not a full body replacement plan as far as I know. So since everything, well, let me just have some fun. Is nutrition just for babies?
No.
Only for seniors?
No.
Just for women?
No.
Only for men? Is it a one-time-a-month activity?
No.
So are you telling me that nutrition is for every man, woman, and child in the world every single day? Period, end of story? Is that what we're all agreeing on?
Yeah.
So if we all need nutrients no matter what we think about it, you mean it's like physiological, like you have to have stuff? How are you getting it? You realize that if you cook it, you kill it, right? So I want you to back out everything that you've cooked. Now let's take a look at what you have. Let's do a quick little nutritional analysis on everything you've got that has not been destroyed by a barbecue, a broiler, boiled, baked, fried, battered and fried. What's left? What kind of nutrition is left after it's been nuked? Not much. What if it's not enough? What's more important, your car or your body? How many of you realize that if you put half the oil in your Camry, it will still start? How many of you realize that if you put half the water in, it will still start? But what would happen long term with half the water and half the oil? Eventually you're going to hear tick, 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 tick. Knock, 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 knock. How much more precious is your one and only body that you're trying to run on half the nutrition? Try doing that for decades. It's so funny. Everybody's like so surprised. I can't believe my cholesterol is up. I can't believe my blood pressure is up. I can't believe I'm borderline type 2 diabetic. Now, I've been eating like crap for 48 years. But what's going on? Surprise! There's an instruction manual for the car. Usually it's in the glove box. And there's one also for us. And we need vitamins and minerals. This is the fastest, easiest, most complete way, without the hassle of having 15 different bottles, to give you what you didn't get on a daily basis. And it's $2 a day. Is that a big deal? That's not a big deal. It's so funny. People go, well, I got to go home and think about all that. And, I'm going to get back with you because grab me another cold one, baby. But I am not sure we're going to get the money for something like that. But we'll get back with you. Take care of it or lose it, man. For real. Well, let me just ask you this. I'll pick on Lisa front row and everything. So, Lisa, the local hospital is looking for 2 female hands, and they're willing to pay $1 million to transplant your hands onto another person that needs them, lost them in a tragic accident. Would you be willing to sell your hands for $1 million? No way. Okay, she's not going for it. Alan. Oh, they've raised the stakes. That same hospital's got somebody that needs 2 legs. They're willing to go $2.5 million for a good set of legs, and these are the perfect size for what this gentleman needs. Will you sell your legs for $2.5 million?
I'll get one.
He's willing to do one, but he will not go for both. That's not going to work, bro. It's all or none. So, all right, fine. Okay, Linda, we're going all in on this, that same hospital. For your eyes, because they're beautiful. Boy, you did good, son. Those beautiful eyes right there, they're willing to spend $4 million for an eye transplant for someone that would love a beautiful set of eyes Linda, will you sell your eyes for $4 million?
No.
So basically, we've got $1 million turned down, $2.5 million turned down, and $4 million turned down for the use of only a part of what they're taking care of. You were going to have everything else. It was only the hands. You were going to have everything else. It was only the legs. And you were going to have everything else. It was only the eyes. And millions of dollars you didn't want. So would you spend a couple dollars a day to take care of keeping all of it? All of it. Because when you don't provide your body with the vitamins and minerals that it needs long term, you run the risk of losing it all, not just part. So anyway, then it comes to sleep. You know what happens when you don't sleep good? You're irritable. You know what happens when you're irritable? You lose relationships because no one wants to be around somebody that's irritable. You know what happens when you're irritable and you start having relationship problems? You're not sleeping good. You're not feeling good. Do you know what ends up happening? Your body starts gaining weight. You're gaining weight because you're not sleeping good. Then all of a sudden self-esteem takes a hit. Now you're dealing with low self-esteem. You're irritable. You're losing friends. You're not feeling well. That vicious cycle right there can be ended with a good night's sleep. For real. Good, rich, deep sleep. And there's millions of people not sleeping good. My question is, will you ask people, I'm repping a product to give them the best night's sleep ever. I'd love to get their honest feedback. I've got some samples to share. Who do you know, Beth, that maybe doesn't sleep well? When you are constantly helping people with their needs, you will grow a massive organization because it is servant-driven. When it is sales-driven, you will lose everyone around you. Hey, are you with me? There's a right way and a wrong way to do this. I see people chasing people down the street, but it's good. It's so good. I'm just saying. Now, if I come to you and I go, I got a product and it's helping people to get out of pain, who do you know that would love to get out of some of their pain? Now you're creating solutions. You're asking the right questions. You're not going, oh, I've got this product that's called Renew and I'd love to sell you a bottle, Alan. You're my friend. You should support me. That won't work either. That's not going to work. But if I go, I got a free sample and I would love to help you. I would love to give you one of these samples and I would love to get you out of pain. Is there anyone in this room who's never tried Renew before? All right, you're the first one right there. You use that. Hopefully you got an ache or pain or two, and you'll be getting in touch with whoever invited you here going, holy cow, that stuff rocks. He was joking around about me losing my daggum car. First it was the wallet, then it was the keys, then it was the keys and the wallet, then it was the whole bloody car. I go to the gym, I'm trying, I'm 50 now, I'm trying to get fit, and I'd walk out the door and go, ooh, was it straight left or right? I'm walking around, I filed a police report on losing my truck, a Chevy Silverado truck at the airport. Because for 4 hours I walked around like this, it's stolen. It's stolen. It was exactly where I had parked it. They called me up the same night and they said, we found your truck at the airport. I'm like, what, in the back? Behind a jet? Oh no, right out there where your statement thing said it was. Oh my gosh, I felt terrible. So I take this Neuro. It was like stepping out of the fog. I don't lose my keys every day. I don't lose my wallet every day. And I don't lose my truck anymore. Since January, when we started getting this stuff, I've only lost each of them once. That's probably normal. It's not daily anymore. So I feel better about me. I don't feel like an absent-minded professor. But is that important to you? How important is it for you to keep a solid state of mind? Clarity of mind. Ability to focus. I drive across the country. I used to get so mentally fatigued when I would drive because I've been out there building teams of people now for a long time. Because in 1994, I was sitting in a Long Beach Convention Center, and there was a gentleman up front that had just become a diamond in that company, and he was a dad. I'm like, I'm a dad. He was married. I'm married. He'd been in the service. I'd been in the service. He was a hardworking guy. I was a hardworking guy. And I sat there looking up, and I went, man, God, that life he's got, those people he's helped. If I could ever have a life like that, if I could ever be that guy, I'd spend the rest of my life paying it forward. Don't you know with Dallin Larson, the gentleman you have an opportunity to get in business with, that's when we went diamond for the first time, and now the second time. You're in the most capable of hands with the most beautiful people, honest, hard-working people, not perfect people. None of us are perfect. But I tell you what, when I found out that Dallin was coming out of retirement, I couldn't say yes fast enough. Heck, there wasn't even a name. There wasn't a building. There wasn't a comp plan. There wasn't a product sample for me to try. But I knew who we were about to be in business with. And I went, man, I'm in. And I resigned from another company with a 6-figure beautiful income because I knew in my heart that this is where my people would be best served. Listen, folks, you have fun. You want to build a big business, have fun. We get together in living rooms, dens, kitchen tables, occasionally in a hotel room like this because there's just too many of you to fit in the average home. But where you're going to build this business is you offering to find out what your friend wants and introducing them to someone on the team that can help them. And you're going to do that living rooms, dens, kitchen tables, coffee shops, park benches, junky trailers like the one that I used to live in. You drive your ratty car like the one I used to have. And you're going to do 90% of it wrong, but you're 10%. Watch this. When they want more out of life, if you will simply ask them what they want, and you know some people that specialize in helping people to have a better life, that part's going to have them intrigued. Or if they don't care about wanting a better life, take the responsibility off of your shoulders. You can't save everybody. You know, there's a story in the Bible, and there was a group of people. They were the Israelites, and they were working for this brick maker named Pharaoh. And they were out in the sun making bricks and hating life. And they go, God, we hate this. We want more meaningful employment. We want a better life. What's up with this? You ever felt like, what's up with this? Where I'm at, what I'm doing? They simply wanted a better life. And God said, yeah. Make a long story short, he led them to the land that was going to be flowing with milk and honey. A land where homes were built, roads were laid, wells were dug, trees were planted for their fruit, gardens were implemented. Everything was done for them. But don't you know they had a vote on it? They sent 10 in to check it out. 8 seen and said, no, thank you. 2 seen and said, oh, praise the Lord. When you're out there building your business, here's what you got to realize. Nothing's changed. The better life, it's only desired by 2 out of 10 when it has the condition that you must work. If it's something for nothing, many people will raise their hand, I'm in for that lottery ticket. Give me my dollar and give me all my dreams. But 2 out of 10 are going to be like Juan. 2 out of 10 is going to be like George. 2 out of 10 is going to be like Alan. 2 out of 10 is going to be like Michael. 2 out of 10 is going to want more out of life. Show me the way. I'm not afraid of hard work. I already do it. What's it going to take? 6 to 10 hours a week for 2 to 5 years to help us build a brand that one day, probably sooner than later, because you're really blessed to be living in Florida. This is a melting pot of the finest people in the world. People come here because this is a good place. Yeah, the traffic may be rough, but it's only because a lot of people know it's a good place. Are you with me? I mean, the beaches, the life, the winters. Listen to me. There's a lot of forward-thinking, good people that live here in Florida, and they came here for that great life. If you will expose this 10 times, let's say expose it 10 times a month, you will have 2 that sign up with you every single month. You'll get to the end of your first year, you'll have 24 people in with you. You'll have 4 or 5 of them that want it real bad. The others are just grateful to hang out with a wonderful fellowship. Some will think that it's just great to finally have access to some rockin' awesome, extremely beneficial products for their life. They know they don't eat good. Folks, listen. But your 4, remember my 4 turned into 50,000. You go out there and put in a couple a month. And some of you, I'm going to tell you right now, you have the capacity of putting in a couple a week. Because you could make 10 5-minute presentations. It's not that you're saying so much. It literally is I got a hold of something amazing. It made me think of you, Alan. I'm working with this group of people in a company called Vasayo. They got some awesome products for your health, but that's not what I'm here to talk to you about. I'm here to see if you want more out of your life, an earlier retirement, some college money for your children, a better retirement, a life that's debt-free. Does any of that sound interesting to you? And if they say yes, then you get a 3-way call going right then and there. You grab Juan, you grab Greg, you grab Sylvia, you grab Rob, you grab Ryan and Jolene, Dr. Check, you grab Myra Beard, you get to know the people that are in your team with you. And you say, could you talk to my friend? Or you say, could I get you on a call tonight? Or would you be willing to watch a Facebook Live? You're simply going to connect dreamers with dreamers. That's probably the most powerful thing I've said tonight. Your role is to connect a dreamer with a dreamer. Someone that wants more with someone who wants more, maybe even has more. More to more. People that want more joy, connect them with people that's got the joy. And then, oh yeah, by the way, we got the world's best supplements. 9 times more bioavailable than anything you could buy down at the store. The cleanest energy, the best night's sleep, no side effects. Let them hear it from somebody else. You just be the connector and the finder of dreamers. You find the people that don't want to work till they die, and this is family to them. It's filled with reinforcement of other dreamers. You find people that want to get out of debt, and then they get around people talk. Guess what? If you hang out with a bunch of people that are getting out of debt, what do you think your odds are that you're going to get out of debt? Really high if it's being talked about all the time. What about people that value relationship? You're going to end up having the most meaningful, beautiful, rich relationships, and they'll come together so quickly because you're like-minded and like-hearted. The second I met Greg, and for that matter Juan, in 2 seconds it was like brothers from other mothers. Why? Because we want to honor the Lord. We want to bless our wife. We want to create an inheritance for our children's children. And we want to impact our friends and live a life of purpose. You pull all that together, instant bro, instant sistership. Just like that. Doesn't have to take years upon years upon years, because there's a bond amongst those that want a better life. And so tonight, you want a better life? Come on, we didn't give you all the answers. We're not trying not to. But listen to me. We're trying to share with you what's going to help you to build your dreams. For me, everything changed when I just got all about what they want. All about what you want, Mike. If I know what Mike wants, we're good. If I give him an ingredients list, it does nothing for his future. Hey, Mike, did you check out the... It's like, huh? Those are the things that seem a little weird. Those are the things that make people not want to do this. I want to help you to get your 2 out of 10. I wish I could tell you that you could get more than that, but here's the reality. 2 out of 10 is beautiful. You have 10 10-minute conversations, and 2 of them get connected with your upline in the system. And if you're on my team, I know we may have a few guests here today, but if you're on my team, we're called Hope Brokers. The reason we're called Hope Brokers is because we spend our time trying to give people some hope for a better tomorrow. Hope. But anyway, this group right here, you are going to end up with having the world on your team.
Amen.
You'll share it with your mom's sister-in-law's next-door neighbor's aunt. And the next-door neighbor's aunt will go get a haircut and be sitting in the beauty little chair thing there, and they're going to be having a conversation, and then right next door maybe somebody's getting some flowers painted on their toenails, and then that person's hanging on your every word like that babysitter did when I made my presentation to my buddy. And then little do you know that they're from Hong Kong, and she's got a brother that owns 9 nail salons in Hong Kong, and they're very entrepreneurial. And his best friend is in another network and is looking for a new home. And maybe you never meet any of them, but one day you'll have 13,000 people join your business in a 30-day period of time because you talked to your mom. What do? We share samples, kindness, and ask who wants a better life. We come together, we ask our up team to come serve us. Best thing you can do is grab a hold of somebody and get them in your living room once a week until you got somebody else to serve, and then you jump out of your living room and you go to their living room. And so here's what this looks like. Linda, Alan, come here real quick. I want to help you to understand the team concept, how you actually make money in this. So you're going to be my left team. As they see it, it will be my right team. So I'm going to go out there and I'm going to join, and it's going to cost me $64 to get a 1-year membership in Vasayo. Included in that is a customer service team. I do not pay to answer all the questions of my team, no matter how many people join my team. They will help them. Is that good? Great. There's going to be warehouse people that you don't pay, and a warehouse that you don't lease, and an accountant that you don't hire, that are going to take care of everything on the backside. They're going to build you a website. That website is included for $64. They're going to build an app that you download and use to send information so that you don't have to memorize anything. Is that good? Oh, yeah. So you're going to pay that $64, and you're going to go get 2 partners, and we're going to call ourselves brand partners. 2. One on the left, one on the right. I got my 2. And they're going to pay their $64, and they're going to pick a pack from a $50 item all the way up to an ambassador pack to go out and share product with everyone you know and build fast, and that's $1,399. If $1,399 is too much, they got a $1,000 pack, $500 pack, couple $100 pack, or they got a single product for $50. It's not where you start, but it's where you go. Are you with me? Mm-hmm. So I get those 2. I let them know what their options are, and then they start. And then when they say, well, how many people do I need? You need 2. Now, when I got my 2, this business just doubled, yes? Mm-hmm. So when my 2 each get their 2, it just doubled again. And then what about when their people get their 2? It just doubled. So imagine this. You've got these 2 teams. It's one team, but it's 2 sides. A left team and a right team. One team, but left and right. When each of these people is constantly getting their 2 partners and their 2 customers, because we want to be able to have testimonies running all over Florida of people going, I had the best night's sleep ever. I'm not looking for a business, but wow, does Vasayo's MicroLife products work? We want a bunch of people saying our stuff works. We want all the validity, all the credibility coming from people that don't even have a financial interest in this. Are you with me? Yes. So those people are just on top of my scenario, but listen. If I'm doing 1 hour a day, let's say I'm working a full-time job, like most people are, and I get 2 people and they each work 1 hour, I get credit for a 3-hour job even though I only worked 1. Are you with me? Yeah. Both their hours plus mine. So 2 gets 2, and now we got 4 people coming on board. Now what do I got? I got a 4-hour workday plus 2 plus me. So I worked 1, but I get credit for 7. A 7-hour workday, but I worked 1. Now let's just have some fun. When the team is 10, you've got a 10-hour workday. When the team each gets 2 people, now you have a 20-hour workday. When the 20 people each go get 2, you got a 40-hour workday. You worked 1, but you get credit for. What's going to happen someday when the 40 go get 2? Now you got an 80-hour workday. This is how you create wealth. Every single week they take a look at the orders on both of these 2 teams. You don't got to know nothing about nothing. Only thing you need to know is this. The more people we help to find out their dream, the more people will place an order. Because they're going to value their health, value these products, and they're going to understand that this is how we earn income to build our legacies, is by putting nutrients in here. Kind of a no-brainer. Are you with me? One day, you'll have 100 people who go get 2, and then you'll have a 200-hour workday. The 200 will go get 2, and you'll have a 400, and then an 800, and then a 1,600. One day you're going to wake up, you're going to have 3,000 people on your team, all putting on average. Some will do nothing, but some will do 3 or 4 or 5. You'll have a 3,000-hour workday, yet you own no building, have no employees, pay no workers' compensation. And one day you'll roll over instead of roll out of bed. And everybody's caring about one another, finding out what their dreams are, bringing like-minded people together. Everybody's sharing samples. Everybody's getting what they need to take care of their loved ones. And you're chipping away at higher ground for you and yours. You say, well, I could never do what you do. You don't need to. I'm on live on Facebook like 4 times a week. All you got to do is click share. This isn't about what you can and what you can't do. It's whether or not you will just do anything. This is a will I do business. Will I do? Will I allow the other people to make me look good? I don't know how to build a site. We got one called HB Fast Start. But my best friend knows how to do that. So he did that. I didn't know people in Florida, but my friend's friend's friend did. You're leveraged. You don't even have to have the house that holds the meeting, because somebody on the team's going to have a home party and invite Juan or Greg or Alan or somebody over to make a little presentation, find out what everybody wants up in there. We do lots of potlucks. We get together, we break bread. You want to go in all the way? I'm going to close with this. Pray hard. Thank God. Ask for help. Be glad for all of the support and leverage that you got, because it's not about what you can do or what you can't do. That should be a big epiphany for you. Because if you're sitting around going, I'm not sure I can do that, you're psyching yourself out of your dream. This is an inheritance for some of you for being at the right place at the right time and being willing to say yes and being willing to alter an hour or 2 a day of your life to just be involved where the action is. This is it. In closing, you got a 2-time billion-dollar business guy as your partner. You got products that are 9 times more potent than any other supplement on the planet. You're in 2 weeks after the grand opening of this company. We got a $28,000 a week pay plan from you getting 2 who get 2 who get 2 who get 2. And you got a whole group of people to support you, love on you, pray for you, and desire the best for you in a team called Hope Brokers. Anyway, thanks for coming tonight. God bless you all. Oh, I need a Facebook picture real quick.
Regionals.
Okay.
Yeah, before we go, guys, give Rob a hand. I mean, we're going to be better. That's going to inspire you to go out and talk to a few people. You know, you got to be living under a rock or something, because I mean, he inspires me every time I hear him, and we're on the phone sometimes 2-3 times a day, or we talk 4 or 5 times. He's my accountability. He's a guy that I look to when I'm having a day where I'm frustrated. Just like you guys call me, the local guys call me. Have somebody accountable to call, talk to, because this business can get tough sometimes. Okay, you get tired of hearing no, but guess what? There's a lot of yeses outside these doors. I'm telling you right now. 2 things real quick. 3 things actually. We're here next Monday night again. Regional. There's a regional coming up September 23rd in Jacksonville. Dallin will be there. I think Dallin will be there, and the Roushes will be there. That's our regional for the whole South of the United States. It's an all-day event. You can go on the site and get your ticket. Pre-sale, I think, is $25. You got to attend these big events if you want to see the big picture. Okay, and then we're fortunate enough to have the next big corporate event January 5th, 6th, and 7th in Orlando. So we don't got to go fly out to Vegas or the West Coast. The world's coming to us. Right now there's 3,000 seats available. We had almost 7,000 at grand opening. So they're going to hope to sell these 3,000 out fast. Again, I think 129 right now is a pre-sale. We get close to selling that out, they're going to end up moving the venue to a bigger venue. If we don't get close to selling it out quickly, 3,000 is it. So the other 3,000 that want to show up on January 2nd at the door are not going to be able to get in because there'll be no seating. So I'm just telling you, pre-register, pre-get your ticket for that. It's a TNT event. It's going to be incredible, okay? And all I can say is, this guy has driven from California to Arkansas to Tennessee to North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Jacksonville,